Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. So we're here for another second match watch along of the day, as we are watching now Premier League Southampton at home to Manchester City. The game has just kicked off, so apologies, I'm just a bit late as we only just finished the other stream 15 minutes ago. But we are here. We're only a couple of seconds late, and we'll be keeping an eye on this game and watching and see how this fixture turns out. So just bear with me a second, guys. Just going to share with you guys on the screen the match stats analysts and analytics, as so you guys can keep up to date a bit better. So there we go, guys. You should be able to see that okay, hopefully. And yep. So we're just a minute into the game, guys. Still 0-0. Like I say, apologies. I was a few seconds late, but we only finished the previous stream 15 minutes ago. So takes a little bit of time to set up sometimes. So we've got a free kick on this near side for Southampton at the moment. So let's quickly go to the chat and see who's with us. Jack Ludland, welcome to the show, mate. Welcome, Jack. Great to see you, mate. Jack is saying, all right, how's it going? Thought I would join again. Haven't been here for a while. Going to see you. Good to see you again. Thank you very much, Jack. Good to see you again, mate. Welcome to the show. Yeah, good to have you with us, mate. And pleasure to hear from you again, mate, as we're just trying to take full advantage of the Easter weekend with lots of games. So we're obviously covered a Scottish game today. Now we're covering a Premier League game. And as a first later on, guys, also going to cover a La Liga game this evening to check out Real Madrid because obviously Chelsea play Real Madrid in midweek in the Champions League. So we're going to have a watch along to Real Madrid vs Villarreal at 8 o'clock. For that game, so we can see how Real Madrid are playing before Chelsea face them in midweek. So, yeah, like I say, Jack, welcome to the show, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. And Jack is saying, huge game, must win for both sides. Absolutely, mate, absolutely. Southampton needing the points badly to get out of that relegation zone. And obviously Man City wanting the points for their push towards the title. So, yeah, well said, Jack. And like I say, mate, great to have you with us. And thank you very much for coming and sharing your thoughts, mate. Stevie's saying, hi, Gaz. I'm rooting for Southampton today. Yep, fair enough, mate. Yep, Southampton finding themselves in big trouble at the moment, aren't they? Back down at the bottom of the league. So, I think maybe the bigger clubs coming for their better players over the last couple of seasons, over the last couple of years, has finally took its toll on Southampton. But the question is, can they dig themselves out of that relegation zone as the clock is ticking now with less and less games to come? But yeah, thanks for that, Stevie. Good shout, mate. Let us know if you have a score prediction. Jack is saying, what time is the Real Madrid stream? The game starts about 8 o'clock, mate. We're just good, like I say, we've not done any games outside of the UK up to now. So we're going to try that one tonight, just like I said, because we can watch it to check out Real Madrid, obviously in preparation for Chelsea playing them in midweek. Plus, like I say, our focus is always going to be UK football, but there's no reason why we can't do other football leagues as well when we have the opportunity. So yeah, hopefully if you're not too busy, Jack, maybe if you're not too busy later, hopefully you pop in. But if not, no problem, mate. No problem. It's great to see you on this stream. Jack's also saying it's great. It's getting harder for Southampton with teams down at the bottom starting to win some games. Yeah, it's a real scrap down there at the bottom, isn't it? So lots of clubs. What is amazing down there at the bottom, mate, is how many clubs are actually scrapping to get out of to get their season saved. There's still about 7 or 8 clubs involved in that relegation battle at the moment. So you're right. A difficult task for every team that's down there at the moment. Every point matters. So yeah, totally agree with you there, Jack. So we've so guys, we're just just coming up to 6 minutes into the game, still 0-0. Man City have just had an opportunity on goal, but that was saved, and then eventually they tried to create another opportunity, but ended up running the ball out of play. So Man City now in possession with deep inside their own half as they move the ball out to this near side and forced to come back under pressure from Southampton. And now they switch the ball out to that opposite flank and come down that far side now as they come forward with Jack Wilshere, who makes a crossfield pass out to this near side to Mahrez. Mahrez now on the ball as he chips the ball forward, but it's cut out by Southampton. But Man City quickly win it back. So yeah, let's quickly go to the chat again. Jack is saying should be able to make that stream later. Okay, mate. Yeah, that'd be great if you could pop in, mate. Like I say, it's a bit of a tester stream because, like I say, we're not covered any football outside of the UK apart from international football because obviously we covered the World Cup, so we covered a lot of countries in the World Cup. But as far as club football is concerned, we've not covered anything outside of the UK football pyramid apart from the Champions League, obviously. But that's always been involving UK clubs. So yeah, we're gonna try that tonight, see how we get on. But yeah, it would be absolutely fantastic, mate, if you could come and drop in on that one because, like I say, it's a bit unknown. Don't know what kind of views we'll get on it, but like I say, we don't. If we don't try, we don't know. We'll never know, will we? So hopefully it will be an interesting stream. So Man City now clearing their lines as Southampton try to come forward. But Southampton now pick up the possession and pass it back towards their defenders. And they're just now passing it about in front of their own goal box as I don't understand this. Why Southampton would try and play out from the back against such a good team as Man City. Maybe better, might be a better tactic of theirs to try and chip some balls over the top. Maybe one or two long balls. I'm not suggesting they should play long ball football, but when they're struggling for form and struggling to get goals, you come up against one of the better teams in the Premier League. Then maybe just some long balls into the box might create a bit of panic in that Manchester City defence. So yeah, Man City currently in possession at the back, deep inside their own half. They're just passing it about. So it's a slow start to the game. It started off a little bit good, but now it's settled down. It's slowed the game down quite a bit. So yeah. So Jack is saying, what a win for us again today. Now sixth in the league. Hopefully we can make Europe this season. Sorry, Jack, just bear me a second, mate. I'm just checking out the table. Right. So, Jack, yeah, you Tottenham fan, is that right? If I remember that, sorry, mate, I forgot which club that you support. But I'm just reminding myself now. But yeah, you Tottenham fan or a Villa fan? It's Villa that sat in sixth. So, is it Aston Villa that you support, mate? Um, Yeah, Aston Villa with a good 2-0 win. You guys have been doing really well in the league last couple of games. Fantastic result against Chelsea. Then another fantastic away result. I can't remember which team did you play after Leicester. Is it after Chelsea? Was it? Was it? I can't remember. I know you got another win after the Chelsea game, and then obviously another win today. So 3 wins in a row for you guys. But yeah, So yeah, Jack there confirming he's a Villa fan. So thanks for that, Jack. I just like I said, mate, not seen you on the show for a while, so I just slipped my mind which club you supported. So thanks for confirming that, mate. But yeah, I was impressed with you guys against Chelsea last week. We did that game, and you guys put in an amazing performance against Chelsea. Um, so yeah, a cross comes into the box for Manchester City, but it's headed behind by Southampton, and that will be a corner kick on the far side for Manchester City. Um, but yeah, Jack, you're right, mate. Fantastic start the last couple of games for you guys, and great to see Villa putting some back-to-back wins together. Jack is also saying, my only worry is being in Europe. My only worry is being in Europe is that it might distract us in the league, and I don't want to see us relegated, battling us relegation battling because of extra games with Europe distractions, with European distractions. Yep, you are absolutely right to be concerned about that, Jack. The same thing happened to my club, Bolton, when we was in the Premier League. We qualified for the Europa League. And we gave a really good account of ourselves in Europa League, but it was a massive distraction from the league, and we found ourselves in the relegation zone, fighting to survive. So, yeah, I totally understand that, mate. And you like you say, it's that's one of the things about playing in Europe. You've got to teach your club's got to get in it regularly, really, to teach to educate the players and the club how to manage being competitive in two competitions that go pretty much throughout the season. City now passing back to their goalkeeper as Southampton chase that ball, but City managing to keep it, and City now passing the ball about and deep inside their own half. But yeah, thanks for that, Jack. Totally understand that, mate. Totally understand that. That's a concern for most fans, I think, when they play in the Europa League. So City now just they're playing the ball so slowly at the minute. This game's like church. City now probing down that far side, but forced to come back under pressure from Southampton. But this game is really settled down now, but it's got a really slow pace to it since it has settled down. So let's hope it sparks into life a bit more. As City tried to come down this near side, but again run into traffic, and Southampton this time managed to win the ball back and pass it back to their goalkeeper. So Jack is saying Southampton will definitely get relegated this season and will be strange seeing them in the Championship. They haven't been down there since 2011. Yeah, it will, mate, but unfortunately, that's the way it goes, in it. No club is guaranteed Premier League status. You've got to earn it, mate. So, I'm sure you're aware. But if clubs like Villa, Newcastle, my own club Bolton, if all our clubs can get relegated as they have in recent seasons, Newcastle a few seasons back they got relegated and bounced back. Obviously, Villa had a brief spell in the Championship as well, but you guys managed to bounce back. Bolton obviously dropped down there and then got into all sorts of financial trouble with the ownership. We've seen it with other clubs like QPR and stuff like that. So no club is guaranteed Premier League football. You've got to earn it, mate. And I'm sure you're very much aware of that, seeing your own club drop down temporarily into the Championship. But it's good to see a Villa back where they belong, in my opinion. Southampton now win the ball, has run back and got in behind the Manchester City defence coming towards the goal, and he's just run it too far as the goalkeeper comes there to challenge for the ball. But Southampton with a real opportunity there, but unable to make the best of it. He couldn't lose the defender. He was too focused on trying to lose the defender running with him, that he didn't set himself up to take a shot. And once he got to that box, he should have just took a shot. But City managed to see out the danger there, and now City back in possession as they now push up towards the halfway line, and yet again they're slowing down the game. So yeah, thanks for that, Jack. And we'll have to see. Yeah, it doesn't look good at the moment for Southampton, but it's not mathematically certain yet, mate. So they're still in with a shout. A slim shot, I know, but they are still in with a shout. And Jack just letting me know that he is a Villa fan. Nice one, Jack. Top stuff, mate. Appreciate that. Jack saying Emre is forming this team into something special. Yes, great to see Aston Villa appreciating a good manager, because I had a lot of criticism for Arsenal fans when they didn't show enough respect to Unai Emery. And like you say, he's a good manager, and like I say, it's good to see him managing a club that actually appreciate him, mate. So yeah, well said, Jack. Totally agree with you there, mate. He is definitely a good manager. So just coming up to 17 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0 as the ball just bouncing around in the centre of the park. Manchester City finally get the ball down on the ground, and they're just knocking it about at the moment on just inside their own half of the pitch. But yeah, City just content to keep the possession at the moment. Jack saying, do you think Bolton will go up this season? What a battering you caused against Argyle in the Pizza Cup final. I know, mate. I know what I was. What a performance from the Bolton players in the cup final. They really went for it, really believed in themselves. And as a Bolton fan, I was extremely proud. And I was just as proud yesterday because I was expecting that we might slip up yesterday against Exeter in the league, just simply with the players just a bit distracted with the success of the cup final. But we didn't. The players put in a gritty performance yesterday against Exeter City, and got a scruffy win, but a win is a win. And after a cup final, sometimes, especially with the hype and everything, players obviously on cloud nine about that. So you understand that they might be a little bit less focused on that game, but they got the points, and we came away with a win. But yeah, absolutely well impressed. And what a better, I could pick a better team to give a good have a good victory against other than Plymouth, because their fans always been loud and proud, shall we put it. Nothing wrong with that, but sometimes they can be a bit too loud and proud to the point where they're disrespectful to other clubs. I've seen quite a bit of that on social media from Plymouth fans, so I was quite happy to see us give them a massive piece of humble pie. But yeah, thanks for that, Jack. Did you watch that game, mate? Did you watch that game? But in answer to your question, can Bolton go up? Yes, they can go up. I think they can go up, but I would prefer us to actually challenge to win the league rather than be settling for playoff places. But obviously, with the cup success we've had this season, those games have been extra games, so it's been a little bit of a distraction, which meant that at spells the form of the team did drop off a little bit in league games. So yeah, Southampton now with a cross into the box, and they attempt to head it towards goal, but it goes out behind, and just goes out, and that will be a goal kick to City. But Southampton definitely letting Manchester City know they're here to play. So yeah, thanks for that, Jack. But yeah, I do think Bolton can get promoted, but like I say, I would prefer to see them win the league rather than settle for playoffs. But only one team can win it, and at the moment, it's looking like it could be either Plymouth or Sheffield Wednesday. Jack's also saying it's been coming over the years. To be fair, how do you mean by it's been coming? You mean the cup success, or or getting back to the Championship. Um, Let me know, Jack, if you can, mate. So 20 minutes in, guys, throwing on the far side for Manchester City, midway inside their own half of the pitch, as the ball again goes out just in front of the dugouts. And this time it's a throw into Southampton. City there trying to get forward, but challenged by Southampton, and the challenge comes in, and Southampton player there just taking a bit of a yep, the City player just scraped along the back of his heel on his boot, and he felt that. You could see he felt that, and I'm not surprised. Studs in the back of your on the back of your foot would be very painful, I should imagine. Um, so yeah. Um, so let's quickly go back to the chat. We've got a free kick here for Southampton for that challenge, or for that foul, should I say. Bang on the halfway line, out on that far side. So Jack is saying fair play to Bolton lads as well. Don't see that much seeing a team win a cup final 4-0. Well, massive respect to you, Jack. Thank you very much for that, mate. Yeah, it's true. I think most Bolton fans were shocked that we won 4-0. We wanted to win. We had confidence we could win. But I think also Bolton fans was a little bit surprised of the high score. But in fairness, that was coming against Plymouth, because Plymouth have had in the league, they've had a couple of victories against us. I remember when we first got into financial trouble, dropping out of the Premier League, when we first dropped down to League One. Plymouth at the time were in League Two. We drew them in the Cup. They beat us 1-0 in the Cup in the early stages of, I think it was the League Cup. And mate, you should have seen the way they celebrated at the Reebok. They celebrated like they won the competition, which really annoyed Bolton fans, because at that time, we had a very much a weakened team. Our club was in mega financial crisis. Club couldn't afford to pay players' wages. We were losing our best players left, right, and centre, and losing to a team that come to your ground and celebrate like they've won the competition. When you don't get me wrong, I don't mind a club winning and celebrating. That's no problem with that, and I'm sure most Bolton fans would respect that as well. But the point what I'm trying to get at was it was the way that Plymouth didn't acknowledge that they was beating us when we was at our weakest. But how the tables turn, because like I say, Bolton now starting to get back to somewhere where we belong, and like I say, I really enjoyed that victory against Plymouth. But thank you very much, Jack. Very nice of you to say, mate, and appreciate the positivity as well. Jack also saying that was meant with Southampton saying that their relegation has been coming over the right. Sorry, yeah, I follow you now, Jack. Thanks for explaining, mate. Yep, you're right, mate. I think Southampton have been running quite dangerously close to being relegated for the last couple of seasons. And I think some of it has been impacted by them losing their better players, because obviously, as we know, go back a couple of seasons, and big clubs like Liverpool and other clubs around the league. I think even Man United have tried to do business with Southampton, taking their better players as well. So, yeah, we just got a stoppage for a water break, guys, because of a foul. Guardiola, they're going nuts on the touchline, trying to get some instructions to his players. I think he's not happy with the early stages of this game, and understandably, because Man City haven't exactly shown that ruthlessness that we know they can. They've been happy to just slow the game down, keep possession, and not doing. Did I just see right? Sorry, guys. I'm just seeing the camera shoot over to Pep Guardiola sitting down, and about 2 rows behind him, it looks like there's somebody sat in the dugout with a Man United shirt on, unless I was seeing that wrong. I only caught a glimpse of it, but it certainly looked like a Man United badge in the Man City end. So work that one out. But yeah, thanks for explaining that, Jack. And yeah, absolutely, mate. You are spot on. Southampton definitely been running that risk of going down for the last couple of seasons, and now they find themselves in that relegation zone. The question is, um, it might have to. It might actually do them good to go down in a respect. Because look at Burnley; they've gone down, they've rebuilt. Norwich have done it; they've gone down, rebuilt, could bounce back quite quickly. So it might actually do Southampton some good to go down, rebuild the team, and like I said, get some victories down in the Championship to get their confidence back because they've been, as you rightly point out, Jack, they've been struggling for results in the Premier League. Joey, welcome to the show. Joey, how's it going, mate? Joey saying hi, guys. Great to have you with us, Joey. I didn't actually think you would. I thought you might be busy with the youngsters, with the kids in while we're doing this game, so I didn't actually expect to see you. But always great to have you involved, Joey. So thank you very much for coming, getting involved, and yeah, hopefully you having a good afternoon, mate. And like I say, thank you very much for dropping in. Always great to see you. But I didn't expect it, to be fair, mate, because I know you got your hands full with your kids. So yeah, but thank you. Jack saying, gonna jump off now. If I'm not back later in the stream, I'll see you at 8 for the Madrid game. Okay, Jack, thank you very much. Really appreciate you coming getting involved, mate. And yeah, no worries. Great to see you. And yeah, hopefully see you later on in that game. But if not, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, mate. And yeah, hopefully see you soon. And please do, Jack, just hit that like button before you leave. It would be appreciated, mate. But yeah, look forward to seeing you later in the Real Madrid stream if you're not too busy, mate. But if not, hopefully we'll see you again on a future stream. But yeah, look after yourself, Jack. Take care. And thanks for dropping in, mate. So Man City now with the possession at the back as they're just knocking it about inside their own half. And the way how slow Man City are playing at the moment is shocking. As they finally do play it forward to Haaland. Haaland trying to win the ball there, but lost it under pressure from Southampton as Southampton knock it back towards the goalkeeper. And goalkeeper kicks the ball up towards the halfway line. Now Southampton pick it up and try to charge forward down this near side into the Man City half. But Man City quickly challenge and win the ball back. And now City in possession just inside their own half. Almost on the halfway line as they pass the ball out to that far side to Jack Grealish. But Jack Grealish forced to pass backwards under pressure from Southampton. Man City now just knocking it about just inside the Southampton half as they chip the ball forward there. And I think that was De Bruyne they chipped it forward to, but he lost the possession, and now Southampton come forward down that far side as they knock a ball long now, trying to get in behind the Manchester City defence, and the Southampton player there managing to keep it, and he's worked it round, and now he's come into the box, chipped into the box, and it's come past everybody, but Southampton pick it up again on the edge of the box as they come forward, and that was clear foul. The referee giving nothing there. That was definitely a foul. Honest, why do we keep seeing this inconsistency from referees? We've just seen it in the Hearts game in Scotland with the referee earlier on giving fouls left, right and centre, and then in the second half he started to calm it down. So worse fouls than we've seen in the first half that he wasn't giving. So Man City now working the ball down that far side. And Jack Grealish trying to claim for a foul or a handball on the edge of the box there, but referee waving it away. And now City come again on that far side with Jack Grealish chipping it into the box, but it deflected away. And Southampton knock it out on the far side for a throw-in. So let's quickly go back to the chat. Joey saying, kids are sorted, shipped them off to grandparents for the night. Laugh out loud. Cool. Well, nice one, mate. At least you're going to have an evening, you and your missus, to relax, maybe watch a film or something, mate. But yeah, Enjoy the peace and quiet, mate. Hope you have a good evening, and I'm sure the kids will love it at the grandparents. Probably get spoilt rotten with loads of cakes and treats and stuff. They'll come back to you tomorrow hyper because of all the sugar. So yeah. Um, City now with a throw in on the far side, close to the Southampton box as they take it now, and Haaland attempts to cross the ball in to the box, but it's deflected off the Southampton player, and that goes behind and for a corner to City on the far side. De Bruyne to take it. So keep your comments coming, guys. I will come back to the chat in a second. Just wait to see what happens with this corner. Corner comes in. It's deep. It's headed towards goal by Gundogan, but straight to the goalkeeper who relieves the pressure from the Southampton goal. Southampton attempting again to play out from the back, which is dangerous against Manchester City. Southampton now chip the ball up towards the halfway line, and it's cut out by Manchester City as the ball goes back to the goalkeeper. I think we've got a foul here. I'm not sure. Yeah, the referee's awarded a foul for that challenge. So as Southampton cleared the ball or knocked the ball up towards the halfway line to the Southampton player, both the Southampton player and the City player challenged for the ball at the same time, and the referee deemed it a foul as the Southampton player ended up on the deck. As now Southampton waste that opportunity, and the possession back with Manchester City now. So let's quickly go back to the chat. Joey saying, no wife either, mate. Laugh out loud. She doesn't finish work till 4 in the morning. I'm all alone. Oh, flipping it, mate. Your missus works nights. My missus works nights as well. So how ironic is that, eh? Well, quiet night for you, Joey. You'll be able to enjoy a bit of football, and maybe I don't know, watch a film or something that your missus don't like, something like that. Maybe later on, because I know I keep meaning to watch a film that my missus don't like when she's out, but I keep forgetting about it. I like the film Dumb and Dumber. But my missus don't really like it. She thinks it's a bit stupid, but I can't. I think it's because it's a laddie film, innit? But yeah, I do like it. I like the film Dumb and Dumber, but yeah, I keep meaning to watch it when she's at work, and then forgetting. But yeah, maybe you got a film, Joey, that your missus don't like that you can watch. So Southampton now passing the ball back to the goalkeeper as they now come forward down that far side, and a long pass forward, but it's intercepted by Manchester City, and they knock the ball out towards that far side. City managed to keep it in, but Southampton challenging for possession, and the referee gives what I've got to say is a soft foul against Alcaraz. Joey is saying, come on, Southampton. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Joe. It would be nice to see Southampton cause an upset in this one as City try to play the ball back there with Mahrez, but Southampton challenge for it, and the ball goes out on this near side for another throw-in. And Pep Guardiola not looking a happy man on the touchline at the moment. So 35 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. Joey saying, no, she has shift patterns, mate, all over the place. She's a nurse. Ah, right, cool. Right, thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, I can imagine my missus does something similar. She does something similar. She's not actually a nurse. She's I forget what they call it now. But she is like a carer type person. but my missus works permanent nights doing that, so yeah, she doesn't do shifts. And I can't say I blame her, to be honest. She likes the nights. It works for her. It fits in, and yeah. But it's not quite a nurse what she does. I forget what it's called now. It's got some mad name, but it's basically caring for people, with health issues and disabilities and stuff like that. So it's along similar lines, mate. Not the same, but similar. But yeah. Well, hopefully you enjoy your evening of your bachelor evening, Joey. So yeah, we've got a free kick now for Southampton, and this is midway inside the Man City half of the pitch. I think it's going to be more likely to be a cross into the box, but Southampton actually passing it. Now comes the cross into the box. It's deep and it's way past all the players and bounces out behind, and that will be a goal kick to Manchester City. So City now with the possession at the back as they come forward again now, but pressured by Southampton as Southampton trying to win the ball back and making Manchester City nervous, and they've won it. Southampton have won it, pressing well there from the front, winning the ball back, and they now pass the ball all the way back to their goalkeeper. But yeah, noticeable Southampton trying to defend from the front to not let City have that time on the ball that they like to have to slow the game down and pick the right opportunity. Man City now won the ball out on that far side as Jack Grealish comes towards the edge of the box, and an attempted cross is blocked. And I'm not sure what the referee's blown for offside here. So Southampton will get to restart the game. So if you just joined us, guys, it's 38 minutes gone, still 0-0. Southampton 0, Man City 0. So Southampton now switch the ball out to this near side, but it's intercepted by City. And now City with a cross into the box, and it's knocked behind by Southampton, and that will be a corner to City on this near side. So Mahrez to take. Oh, sorry guys, Mahrez to take it. I think we might have to stop doing City games, because we don't get a lot of interest out of City fans, do we? I think they're a bit spoilt with the mainstream media always giving them maximum attention. City now pass the ball back to their goalkeeper. But I've noticed that we've done quite a lot of Manchester City games, and I've noticed we're not getting any interest from Man City fans. Maybe they're a bit spoilt, like I say. As a long ball chipped forward up to De Bruyne, but De Bruyne, sorry, to Haaland, as Haaland unable to keep control of that ball, and it goes straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Oh, can't stop yawning today, guys. So Southampton now with the possession as they knock the ball out to this near side and now come charging into the Manchester City half of the pitch. But under pressure from City, they lose the ball, and now City knock the ball forward up into the Southampton half with Jack Grealish now in possession on the far side. And De Bruyne assisting him with a cross into the box. Haaland attempting to try and head that in at the back post as it came into the box. But Southampton player saw it all the way, and Haaland not having a free shot on goal. But good idea from Manchester City there. So 40 minutes, we're just coming up to 41 minutes gone, guys, and it's still 0-0. Southampton managing to keep the threat of Manchester City at bay at the moment. So long ball up the field from the Southampton goalkeeper out to that far side, and Manchester City head it out, and that goes out for a throw-in on the far side, midway inside the City half of the pitch for a throw-in to Southampton. So City now win back the possession. And they're just happy to knock it about again in their own half of the pitch. So let's quickly go and see what you guys say. Joey is saying, yeah, I think you could be right there, mate. You've done a few City games and not very active. Yeah, I think the problem is, mate, that City fans are spoilt now. Now that they've got the big oil-rich wealth. They're spoilt because the mainstream media give them maximum coverage while not giving other clubs anywhere near the same consideration of coverage. But yeah, like I say, I still can't write them off completely. We still got to include them because they're still part of the football family in the UK. But yeah, I won't be going out my way, I think, in future to do Manchester City games because the interest is just not there enough. So there's no point in me wasting time sitting here for 2 hours when I could be using that time to work on new ideas for the future of the Fandom project or doing potential other games. So yeah, unfortunately, I think we'll start minimising how much we cover Manchester City's games due to the poor interest from City fans. Southampton now win the ball back deep inside their own half as they try to knock the ball forward, and they do. And now in a foot race, but I think it's De Bruyne there helping out at the back in the defence as he kicks it back to the goalkeeper under pressure from Southampton. And now City will play out again from the back as they switch the ball out to this near side with now Mahrez on the ball, working a 1-2. I think that was with John Stones, but Southampton have won it back again, and now Southampton coming, charging forward up towards the edge of the Man City goal, and Southampton now looking to try and create an opportunity to get a shot. Shoot, shoot, shoot! Come on, lad! Southampton now with a crosser across. Why didn't you shoot? Southampton now with a great cross into the box, but nobody there to get on the end of it. But just before that, one of the Southampton players was right on the edge of the box with possession, and instead of just kicking it and taking a chance, he decided to take a moment to control the ball, and that was only that moment was needed for Man City to close the gap, and he was forced to pass out wide because the opportunity to score had gone, or at least to get a shot off. Man City now with the possession as they knock the ball forward down that far side. Jack Grealish now running towards the Southampton box, and it's towards De Bruyne, picks it up, now crosses it into the box towards Gundogan, but Gundogan unable to get it under control under pressure from Southampton, but Jack Grealish wins it back, knocks it out to De Bruyne. De Bruyne crosses it into the box, and it's straight onto the Haaland, heads it and scores for Manchester City. Really good cross into the box from De Bruyne. Why does he have to play for Manchester City? I really do like De Bruyne. He's a top player, but why does he have to be a Manchester City player? So Haaland adding 2 more of his goal total, but I guarantee you guys he will struggle more next season when defenders get to have had more experience against him. I don't think he will score the same amount of goals next season. But he's taking full advantage of this honeymoon period. I think that's now 43 goals for him in all competitions, I think. But yeah, Minnie will be enjoying that, won't she, Joey? um, Joey's saying, yeah, mate, laugh out loud. Don't think a lot of women like Dumb and Dumber. My wife don't like it either. No, it's I like it. It's a man's film, though, I think, Joey. I think it's a guy's film, in it. That's what it is. But yeah, my missus don't like it. So I keep meaning to watch it when she's at work, so I don't annoy her with it. But she knows why I like it. It's a laddie film, innit? It's just stupid lads humor in it. But we that's the kid in us. There's always that little part of a man that doesn't grow up. That's why we need a good woman at the side of us to remind us when we need to behave like adults, when we need to stop behaving like kids. I think you know what I mean, Joey. We do. I'm honest enough to admit that men have that little bit of inner child in them, and we need a good woman to manage that. So yeah, that's a compliment to the to ladies, by the way. So any ladies that are watching, don't take that wrong way. That's a compliment to you guys. That behind every good man is a good woman. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Sorry, Joe, I'll come back to the comments in a sec, mate. 2 minutes added on, and we're almost at the end of the 2 minutes. And it's currently Southampton nil, Man City 1. City just finding that goal almost on the stroke of half time. And Southampton now seeing the ball back to safety as the ball kicked long up into the City half of the pitch. And the referee blows the half time whistle. So I think Southampton give a good account of themselves in this first half, guys. But yeah, unable to keep it. You got to be absolutely perfect to keep Manchester City from scoring. And I'd say Southampton have played this first half almost perfectly, but obviously they just got caught out with that fantastic deliveries from De Bruyne. And obviously, when you've got De Bruyne putting crosses in like that, and a striker like Haaland, then it's a recipe for goals, isn't it, guys? So yeah, Manchester City taking the lead in the first half. So let's quickly go back to the chat. While we have the halftime break. Sorry, Joey, did I miss a comment out there? So Joey's saying, think a lot of City fans are just armchair fans, laugh out loud. You might be right there, to be fair, mate. When I went down to the Manchester City ground to speak to the fans, you would have thought when that was the week after, or the same week they'd been accused of all the financial corruption. So you would have thought a lot of City fans would have want to have had their say about it. Nope, not at all. It was really difficult for me to get fans on the camera to talk about that when I went to Manchester City, which I found shocking, because it's like, well, if you love your club, why would you not like to speak up when the rest of the football world is talking about your club? So why would you, as fans, not want to have your say? But like I say, when I went to Manchester City, most of them just didn't want to know. I don't know. I think that the Manchester City problem with Manchester City is a lot of their fans, I think, have this mentality of it's us against them. I think they have that closed mentality where they think it's us against them. They feel that the rest of the football world or the football community is against them. So I don't know. I can understand it to a certain extent, but there's no reason to close shop and just be self-absorbed. And I think that's the case with Manchester City. They tend to stick in their little clique. They watch all the little Manchester City fan channels and don't really move much outside of that, unfortunately. And yeah, I've got to agree, mate. I know a lot of Manchester City fans that tell me they're fans of Manchester City, and I said to them, "Do you go to games?" Nope, they never go to games. There's some City fans that I know that have never been to a game. Don't get me wrong, I know that not everybody can get to games. I have trouble getting to games myself, but there's no way I would call myself a Bolton fan if I'd never been to the stadium. I wouldn't disrespect my club like that. And if you're going to support your club, you've got to at least have been once to show that that's the club that you support, and to and to familiarise yourself with the club and make sure that you've shown support when you can. Don't expect. I would never expect fans to show regular support. I think sometimes clubs take fans for granted with the season tickets, but I think that true fans have always at least made the effort to go and show their support to the club at the ground in some way when they get the opportunity. But like I say, there's plenty. I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but there's a certain particular YouTuber that's extremely successful on YouTube and has openly admitted that he's never even been to his stadium, to the club that he supports, which is really absolutely sad. That he's making a lot of money out of football on social media, and yet he's still not been to a game to support his club. How pathetic is that? That to me is a fake football fan. I know I don't go to a lot of games, but I do go to games, guys, and you will see that more in the future. But at the moment, like I said, building fan den and with my work commitments, plus I've never said this to you guys, but I am actually self-employed, and I've been fighting to save my business since the COVID disaster, which is basically what's impacted me not being able to get to many games because I just haven't got the time, and also finances are quite tight at the minute because, like I say, my business is still struggling after the effects of COVID. So yeah, but thanks for that, Joey. Can't argue with that, mate. I think that's a fair assessment. Joey is saying, agree, Kevin is a little gem of a player. He certainly is, Joey. I really like Kevin De Bruyne. I just wish he played for another club, like I say, mate. I wish his microphone stopped whacking me. That's the problem with having a big nose. The microphone keeps hitting my nose. But yeah, you never know. Maybe I'll win the lottery ticket in the future and be able to have my nose shrunk. I don't think so. I just accept what I've got and get on with it. So yeah. Joey's saying, laugh out loud. Yeah, Minnie will. Yeah, she will. I think she fancies Haaland a little bit secretly, doesn't she, mate? I think she does. I think she has a secret fancy bit as Haaland. Don't tell her I said that. No, I'm not bothered. She'll probably come back on next time and be like, I don't fancy him. Joey is saying, they keep us in check, mate. Laugh out loud. Yes, they do. The wives keep us in check, mate. We need to be kept in check because like I say, there's always that boy inside of us wanting to race to the surface and play. So yeah, we need it, don't we, Joey? We do. We need a good woman. As I say, always the same, mate. Behind every good man is a good woman. Jack Ludlam is saying, all right, I'm back. Crucial goal for City. Welcome back, Jack. Yes, crucial goal for City. And we were just commenting there that when you've got players like De Bruyne and Haaland, that's, it's going to be always difficult to keep them out. But Southampton have given a good account of themselves, in fairness, in this first half. But just not managing to keep Manchester City out for the full first half of football. But yeah, thank you very much, Jack. Great to have you back, mate. Welcome back to the show. Billy, how's it going, Billy? Billy saying hello. We've handed out more points for teams in the relegation. Yes, we saw, Billy. Massively disappointing to you. Was there an improvement today, Billy? Sorry, I didn't see the game because I was trying to, obviously, I'm sure you've seen, we was trying to give a little bit of attention to Scottish football this afternoon, so did a Scottish game. But yeah, we was keeping an eye on the result, Billy. The key thing is, mate, did you see improvement in the players? Did you see a better attitude from the players? Did you see a noticeable difference in the style of play? Or was it just the same old that you've been seeing up to this point? Please do share with us, Billy, what you thought on the game, on the team's tactics and formation and endeavour under the first game back in charge for Frank Lampard. But thank you very much, Billy. Always great to see you, mate, and hopefully you share your thoughts on how you thought Chelsea were playing today. Joey saying, hi, Billy. Did you watch the game? Did they even play better today? Yeah, thanks for that, Joey. That's the question I was just asking, actually. So, yeah, cheers, Joey. And Joey saying, hi, Jack. Sorry, I'm supporting Southampton today. I think Jack's just watching it as a neutral, mate. Jack's an Aston Villa fan. So I think Jack's watching it as a neutral, but maybe just admiring some of the quality of players that Manchester City have. Um, that's all good though. We don't mind that as long as you don't start fancying them like Minnie does. She's going to be going nuts at me next time she comes on, doesn't she? Because we've discovered that she fancies Haaland. So yeah, Billy is saying I watched the game, Joey, and that was terrible performance. Seriously, no reaction whatsoever from the players. Well, if that is the case, if Frank Lampard isn't able to get a tune out of those players, then I'm sorry, but big question needs to be asked about that dressing room and the ownership. Maybe you guys are already seeing the impact of giving players uh, long contracts of 8, 7 years. Players have got nothing to lose then when they have a bad game because they know they're still going to be guaranteed a job. So yeah, um, I don't know whether that's having some impact on it, Billy, but you would have expected a response today, irrespective of whatever manager was in charge. You can't blame Frank if the players haven't responded in his first game in charge, because let's be honest, he was only appointed, 2 days ago? So it's not like he's had much time to get his ideas across. So if there's no reaction from the players, then that's got to be start asking big questions about some of the players' attitude in that Chelsea dressing room. I'm really disappointed to hear that, Billy. But thank you for giving your honest opinion, mate. Jack is saying, I'm fine with you supporting Southampton, mate, being because I'm a Villa fan. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, I think Jack is just enjoying watching the quality players. Sorry, guys, I've just kicked the stand that the computer's on. But yeah, I think Jack just, as we all do, just enjoying watching some of the quality of players that Manchester City have. I do enjoy watching De Bruyne. I just wish he had a different shirt. So yeah, I think we can all be guilty of that. That we do enjoy watching one or two of Manchester City's players, just wishing that they wore a different shirt. Because I'm the same with De Bruyne. I absolutely love De Bruyne. I think he's a quality player. I love his attitude. I love the fact that he's a bit shy of the media. He keeps himself to himself, doesn't create unnecessary headlines. And when he does play, he always tries to put in 100% effort. I'm not saying he always has great games, because he has good games and bad games, but you can't never criticize him for his effort and commitment to try and help City, the team that he plays for. But yeah, Joey's saying, yeah, of course, she does. Has the hots. Yeah, sorry, Joey's saying, yeah, of course she does. Well, has the hots for him. Laugh out loud. Yes. Let's hope Minnie don't be reading this back when she comes on. Like, she's gonna be cussing us, Joey. She will. We've discovered her secret though, haven't we, mate? That's it. We've discovered her secret. She's a closet fancier of Haaland. But we're bringing her out of the closet, aren't we, mate? We're exposing her. It's gonna be in the Scottish Post. Minnie Mo fancies Haaland. The Edinburgh Times is putting it on the front page. Billy Random Clips is saying Haaland is cute though. I know it sounds weird, but he is a handsome man. Okay, mate. No worries. Fair enough. We're not going to judge you. We're not going to judge you, mate. That's a fair statement. Um, we get some really weird comments here. Uh, See, even my missus is bringing me a brew laughing at that. Thanks for that, Billy. Joey's saying, "Cool, Jack. I'm a Liverpool fan. Good win for you tonight, today." Yep, absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm still chuckling about Billy's comment. If I had the clapper working, guys, I would give you a triple clap for that, Billy. But unfortunately, the clapper's broke. I've got to order another one. So apologies for that. But yeah, that would demand a triple clap. So I'll give you one. There you go, Billy, for that one. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Joey just confirming that he's a Liverpool fan. Jack is saying, agreed, lad. Europe push is on. All the best to Liverpool, mate. Huge game for you tomorrow. Beat Arsenal. Absolutely nice one, Jack. Absolutely loving that positivity, mate. Top man. Top man. So yeah. So yeah. Thanks for that, Jack. And yeah, big game for Liverpool definitely tomorrow. Maxine was on earlier asking if I was doing that game, so hopefully I'll try see if I can do that game tomorrow. Joey's saying that's not good though. They would have played better. Something not right there, mate. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. That's what I was just saying, Joey. I think if the players can't get up for a game, come on, like I just said, guys. Frank Lampard's been in the door 2 days. He's not even had time to get his ideas across to the players. So there should be no reason for the players not to show some kind of reaction to the poor performances that have been putting in. And to me, this would indicate that this is yet again the ownership giving out these long contracts. They're giving that too much security to those players. So they're not bothered. They know that they're still going to be in a job next season, even if they have a really rubbish season this season. They know they're still guaranteed a big fat wage, and the contract's still ongoing because they've got 7-8 year contracts that Chelsea have been dishing out. So yeah, totally agree with you there, Joey. Definitely something not right in that Chelsea dressing room, and we cannot blame it on Frank when he's only just taken charge. Joey's saying, massive game. Think Arsenal will beat us, but keeping the faith. Yep, stay positive, mate. Absolutely, stay positive. Still, plenty of. Sorry, yeah. So still, sorry, I meant to say that. I was trying to say. You have to remember, Arsenal. Anfield is Arsenal's bogey stadium, innit? They don't like going there. So hopefully that can be an advantage to you guys as you take them on at Anfield. And I definitely hope Liverpool put in a much more improved performance than they have done of late. Because I've got to be honest, I didn't see the City game, but I did see the game against Chelsea, and Liverpool was shocking in that game, really shocking. Jack is saying some top, some top. Sorry, I don't follow that bit, Jack. But Jack put another comment straight after here saying, "All right, how's it going? Thought I would." All right, it's gone straight back to. Sorry, guys. Stupid comment section. Sorry, guys, it's Melon having a wobble on me. It sent me straight back to the top of the list for some reason. So just bear with me while I just quickly find where I was at. Where I was around here. Yeah, so I think that's where I was up to. Yeah, that's where I was up to. Sorry, Jack saying, ignore that first message. Okay, mate, no worries. Thanks for that, Jack. Billy saying we could barely get past the Wolves defence. It was shocking. Well, yeah, thanks for sharing that, Billy. I'll take your word for it, mate, because I didn't, like I say, didn't watch the game. We are into the second half now, guys. It's just started, and we've just had a corner from Manchester City, but the ball knocked away forward, and now we've got a stoppage. And that, I think that's going to be a free kick to Southampton. Yeah, Jack Grealish just challenging the Southampton player there for possession, but he got his positioning all wrong, and the referee has awarded a foul. So Southampton with a foul, with a free kick opportunity from about 40 yards out. Out to this slightly towards this near side of the pitch. So I think we're going to see a cross into the box. Yep, cross comes in and it's headed on by Southampton, but headed well high and over the bar. So yeah, let's quickly go back to the chat while we got a break in play. But thanks for that, Billy. Yeah, definitely. I agree with what Joey said. Definitely something not right in that dressing room at Chelsea. Jack is saying, imagine if she comes on during the stream, she's gonna go mental. she might do. She might do, but she keeps. We've exposed her, haven't we, Joey? We know she keeps making comments about him, about Haaland. So we definitely we've seen enough comments that she's made to come to the conclusion we think she secretly fancies him. So yeah, but yeah, I'm sure she'll take it in good humour. But yeah, she'll still go mad at us because she's outspoken, and that's what we love about her. Jack is saying should make a page called Fandom Page. How do you mean page? There's actually a group open on Facebook for you guys to use, but unfortunately, it's just not got going yet. I've got a lot of people wanting to use it, but a lot of people wanting to use it are just wanting to use it to spam stuff. But there is actually a group chat open, Football Fandom UK. There's the page on it on Facebook. There's a Facebook page, which is where I promote everything. And then there's also a group alongside it where I also promote, but you guys are also free to use it for messages. But unfortunately, fans haven't clocked onto it yet. I get a lot of people asking to share spam messages in there and stuff like that, but no actual football conversation. And that's what that group's there for you guys on Facebook, to talk football when I'm not doing live streams. So you guys are always welcome to go and follow that group. And like I say, at the minute, all the comments have to be approved because I'm getting too many people wanting to spam the group. But I'm hoping that in the future I will be able to. I don't know, because I only set the group up a year or so ago, and like I say, it's there for you guys to use. But hopefully, until fans actually start using it in the way that I want you guys to use it, to actually talk football and share bits of information with each other. I can't figure out how it can be used better. I need some fans that are actually part of the Fandom community that use Facebook to come and start using that group for me to figure out how I can allow you guys to, because hopefully what I'm hoping is I can allow you guys that actually do come and get involved to basically comment freely. At the minute, I've got the comments restricted so that people can't spam it with inappropriate posts, because if you know, on Facebook you get a lot of inappropriate posts. So to keep them posts and keep the group clean and strictly for you guys to use for football, all comments are restricted at the moment. But once you guys actually start using that group and I can see the stuff that you start sharing and start approving it, hopefully then I can approve individual fans to just use it, fans that I know I can trust that won't share inappropriate posts in there. So yeah, but there's other stuff going, and we also got a group on Instagram as well for you guys. I've scaled a lot of the Instagram group stuff back because there's unfortunately too many childish kids on there, so I've scaled things back on Instagram. And I've got just two groups open at the minute, but one of the others is going to be shut down soon as well. And next season there'll just be one group on Instagram for you guys to talk football. But there will be one requirement to join it, because I'm not having any more messing about off immature kids, and that is that it's strictly for fans that come and get involved in the Fandom community. And also I'm going to try to keep an age restriction on it for people over 16, so that we avoid some of the issues that I've encountered on Instagram with basically immature fans that just want to hate for no reason. I've got no time for that childish nonsense. So yeah, you guys, there is options, and I'll be looking at other stuff in the future to create group stuff and things like that for you guys to communicate outside of the channel with each other. So, but like I say, at the moment there is a group on Facebook and a group on Instagram. So you want to join either of them, you'll have to get in touch with me on social media. So City now clearing their lines as Southampton try to get forward, but now Marais coming forward for Manchester City as City race forward down that far side, and Southampton challenge for the ball, win it back, and win a free kick taken quickly. Southampton now coming forward into the Manchester City half of the pitch on that far side as they work their way now towards the box, looking for an opportunity to get across, but it's challenged by City, and City win it back, and now the ball goes out for a throw-in. So let's quickly go back to the comments. But yeah, Jack, explain to me what you mean by a page, mate, because I don't follow that. There is, like I said, there is a Facebook page, and we've got an Instagram account where I share stuff, and also Twitter where I share stuff. I've not really done a lot of work on the Twitter account, to be fair, because I just haven't got the time. But I am trying social media stuff for you guys to have other options with Fanden. But yeah, let me know, Jack, what you mean exactly by that. You got to think we're working towards the targets, and once we get towards the targets, then you guys, then I can do more stuff on the channel for you guys. Once we hopefully get YouTube to approve the channel, and then we can push forward with more exciting ideas for you guys to be part of the Fanden community and do more interesting things. But as I've said to you guys before, we're doing a lot of match watch alongs at the minute to grind it out. This is the grind period. This is the where I've just got to keep banging in the hours on the channel and just keep grinding it out to help us reach the targets that we need, and also attract more fans. But like I say, guys, I've got some great ideas for the future of Fanden. We've just got to keep up the grind for now, one step at a time. But believe me, guys, I've got some top ideas, and I hope you're going to love them. But one step at a time, that's how we have to take it. Sorry, Joe, I'm missing out your comment there, mate. Sorry, guys, just bear me a second. My battery's about to die on the Chromebook, so just give me a second. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't want the battery dying, otherwise it'll just suddenly end the stream. So my bad. I should have charged it before. I'm trying to keep my battery healthy on my Chromebook, so I don't like having it on charge all the time. If it's on charge all the time, it'll just kill the battery. So I'm trying to keep the battery healthy by only charging it when it needs it. So apologies about that, guys. Joey saying, laugh out loud, Billy. Missed that comment. That made me giggle. You know, it made me laugh as well. I think you're talking about the Haaland comment, aren't you? Thanks for that, Joey. Joey saying she will be fuming, Jack. Yep, she certainly will. Jack saying the Fanden newspapers will be having a good chuckle making this one. I like that. That's a good one. The Fanden newspapers. So Manchester City just got a water break at the minute, guys, as both managers trying to give instructions to their players respectively. And Pep Guardiola having discussion with Kyle Walker as well. So just up to 57 minutes gone, guys, and we've got a free kick for Manchester City, and we're just having a double substitution. We're about to have a substitution. I thought it was a double substitution, but it's not. But we are about to have a substitution for Southampton, but I think they decided to hold. Well, what's that all about? Well, that's strange. Okay, guys, we're not having a substitution. The subs board was up, and there was a player out there as if he was stood, but he's actually on the pitch. So that was really deceiving. Now Manchester City come forward with Jack Grealish. And Jack Grealish shoots towards goal, initially saved by the goalkeeper, but as it deflects off the goalkeeper from the first save, Jack Grealish manages to tap it into the back of the net with a follow-on shot, and that sees Manchester City take a 2-0 lead. 58 minutes gone, guys. Southampton 0, Manchester City 2. And what a shame for Southampton after giving themselves such a good, working so hard in that first half to try and keep themselves in it. They find themselves now, as we approach the hour mark of the game, 2-0 down. And I wouldn't say Man City have had their best game, guys. I wouldn't say Man City have played their best game. Actually, we're just having a VAR check, so this might actually be chalked off offside. Yeah, I wouldn't say Man City are having their best game, to be fair, guys. But when you've got the quality of players that they've got, even when you're having a bad game, you can score and score something out of nothing. So we're just having the VAR checking for this goal, whether it was offside. And the goal is given. So VAR's checked it and the goal stands. So there you go, guys. 2-0 up for Manchester City. Thanks for that, Jack. Billy is saying, if I was a woman, I wouldn't hide it that I love Holland. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Well, you're a man, mate, and you're not hiding that you love Holland. So thanks for that, Billy. I know we know you don't fancy him like that, but obviously, but I'm just saying, just having a bit of banter. But yeah, you definitely, obviously, Billy, I think, likes Holland as well. So yeah, but maybe not in the same way as Mini Mo. But yeah. Joey's saying, you shouldn't hide your feelings, man or woman, mate. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, be honest. Why not? More love and less war would make the world a better place, wouldn't it? More love and less hate, more love, less war, whatever you want to call it. But it certainly make the world a better place. So Southampton now with Elias coming on and Armstrong coming on. So Elias play coming on and Armstrong coming on. We have finally had a substitution. Southampton now with the winning back possession deep in their own half as they knock the ball forward. And it's won back by Manchester City. And Man City knock it back from the halfway line up into the Southampton half. But Southampton intercept it. Now Southampton coming forward down that far side towards the edge of the box. And just unlucky there to get the opportunities. He ended up running into a cul-de-sac of Manchester City players. And now City with the ball, long ball up the field out to this near side. Jack Grealish picks it up. Now Jack Grealish running towards goal. Passes it to De Bruyne on this near side. De Bruyne crosses it into the box. And it's headed behind by the Southampton defender. And suddenly the game is starting to spark into life. Jack is saying Haaland is a fit one. Okay, mate. Fair enough, mate. Thanks for that, Jack. And Jack also saying jokes, laugh out loud. Yes, I know, mate. I know you're only joking. Nothing wrong with that, mate. We like a bit of humour. I know we've not. That's a good point. We've not had Ethan dropping. We've not had Ethan dropping for a while with a joke, have we, Joey? Billy is saying he's handsome, he's tall and strong, everything right for a woman. Yeah, well, yeah, that's one way to look at it, mate. Billy is saying, I forgot. I forgot to put Haaland back in my fantasy team. This microphone's bugging me today. No worries, Billy. Well, like you say, you want to get him back in your fantasy team because I'm sure he would get you loads of goals. Or I don't know. I don't play fantasy football. I hear about a lot of people playing it, but I've never played it myself. So I don't know how it works. To be fair, but I know obviously you target the better players. Um, so yeah. So Southampton now reclaim possession at the back with a goalkeeper. But thanks to that, Billy. Joey saying, I think there's a lot of Holland crushes going on today. Yeah, like that. A lot of Holland crushes. Um, so City now with the possession on the halfway line as Southampton lose it quite quickly. And now City just content to keep passing the ball about and make life difficult for Southampton. But yeah, not looking good for Southampton now in the relegation battle as Man City come forward now down that far side and switch the play into the centre of the park. And now Jack Grealish on this near side looking to get across into the box, but blocked off by Southampton defenders. And now De Bruyne with possession on this near side as he passes it back to the defensive line for Manchester City. And City just passing it around left, right, and centre from front to back and forward again. And now Gundogan on the ball, passes it out to De Bruyne on this near side. And Jack Grealish now into the box, crossed into the box, or should I say, chipped into the box and headed behind by the Southampton defenders. But yeah, I think you're right, Joey. That's a fairly accurate assessment, mate. Jack's saying yes. I think there is a lot of them today, lads. Yeah, definitely. But nothing wrong with that. You guys just showing your appreciation for a quality player. Jack is saying meant to say Fanden newspaper. Ah, right. I'm with you. With you. Well, like I say, mate, one step at a time. Like I say, I've got a lot of big ambitions for Fanden in the future. But at the moment, like I say, stepping stones. We build it up steadily, and we'll get to the better stuff is coming further down the line. But like I say, at the moment, with a lot of work commitments I have on, I'm putting in the maximum amount of effort that I've got available with the time that I've got available, which is why I'm doing a lot of match watch alongs because to make the progress making videos would take a lot longer to achieve where we want to get to. Oh well, we've got steady stages, guys. Got stages of where we want to reach. We've just reached one stage, which was getting the milestone of 1,000 subs out the way. Now we're on our way to our next stage, which is doing what we need to do, which is what YouTube requires us to do to get the channel okayed by YouTube. And then we can go on to a next level, and then the next level, and the next level. As City now break into the box, and the goalkeeper quickly comes out to close the space. But yeah, sorry to ramble on, guys. I'm just making the point that there is more to come for Fanden in the future. But at the minute, I have to focus on the grind to help us reach our next target. But keep watching, guys. There's some great ideas I've got in the future, and I will be starting to introduce them as and when I can. So yeah, so City now with the possession on that far side as they forced now pass back to the goalkeeper. They're just content to keep possession and stop Southampton having too much possession. Now City with a ball out towards Jack Grealish on this near side. Jack Grealish again, another cross into the box and an overhead kick from Haaland. And that is the third goal for Manchester City. And it's Southampton now on the end of a tough result after the great performance they put in that first half, but now find themselves 3-0 down. And it's 67 and a half minutes gone, guys. And I think it's about 30 goals now for Haaland in the Premier League. So Jack is saying, I'll go and check out that. I'll go and check out that out on Facebook in a bit. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Like I say, at the minute you check it out, you'll only see what I've been promoting on there. Because, like I say, I've got everything restricted. I'm sure you guys have seen it if you've been on Facebook. There's a lot of inappropriate posts, people spam in groups and stuff like that. So I've had to restrict all the comments until we get some of the fans involved that I know will be respectful and use it with the intention that it's designed for football conversation. But once some of you guys actually join and start following that group, then I can hopefully test out if we can actually use it as a football chat group. That's what I hope to use it for. But just remember, mate, when you go on there, you will find Fanden page, the actual page, which is what I use to promote all Fanden stuff. And you will also find the Football Fanden group as well. But you can also find my account. Check out Gaz Football Fanden UK, and I will happily follow you back on that that Facebook page as well. Sorry, not page. That's my account for fans to follow on Facebook. I've got my private account for family, and then I've got my football account, which is Gaz Football Fanden UK. So if you want to drop me a follow request on that, Jack, I will happily follow you back, mate. Stevie is saying, hi, Jack. All the social media links are in the description. Yes, sorry. Thanks for that, Stevie. Yeah, if you guys want to click in any other social media stuff, the links are below in the description. So, yeah, you can click them, and that will take you directly to the social media stuff we've got going on at the moment. Nice one for reminding me of that, Stevie. Top man. Appreciated. And while you reminded me of that, I better give a mention because I don't think I mentioned it throughout the stream. But I will do it now. But guys, yeah, if you could, please, if you haven't already, please just hit that thumbs up, and that would be very much appreciated. Jack is also saying, cheers, Stevie, lad. I'll have a look on it. Nice one, Jack. Hopefully I will be able to catch up with you on social media and talk to you on Facebook at some point soon then, mate. Nice one, Jack. Jack also saying, I like the idea of the group chats on Insta and Facebook. I'll drop you an Insta DM on it. Yeah, well, you can do, mate. I'm just actually rebuilding the group structure at the moment on Instagram, ready for next season, because like I say, I've scaled back a lot of what I was doing because just too many kids on Instagram, mate. Too many kids that just do childish things and just spoil the group for other people with their stupid hate comments and stuff like that. So I've scaled it back, but there will be one group open for next season. Maybe I can start that group and open that ready for the summer. So I could add you into that, Jack, and see how that goes. But yeah, like I say, most of the groups for this season are almost finished because I've opened temporary groups, you see. The reason I open temporary groups on Instagram is to try and find good fans because there's too many idiots on there that just want to hate, and I've got no time for that. I'm a grown man. Why would I want to waste my time just hating just for the sake of hating? But you try to tell that to young football fans, they don't understand. They don't understand. They don't have the maturity to realise that grown-up fans want to enjoy football in a different way to them. But thanks, Jack. I look forward to talking to you soon on social media, mate. Jack also saying, gonna jump. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved, Jack. Great to see you, mate. And like I say, always a pleasure to see you. Southampton have pulled a goal back now, guys, as a cross came into the box there. And Southampton very quickly slamming the ball into the back of the net. And a little bit of against the runner play there. And it's Mara that scored for Southampton. So Southampton managed to get themselves a goal back. The question is this a consolation goal or is it a match to try and create some concern for Manchester City? But yeah, thanks for that, Jack. Been a pleasure having you involved, mate. Hopefully maybe see you later on the Real Madrid stream. But if not, enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. Stay safe, and thank you very much for coming, getting involved. It's been a pleasure having you in the chat, mate. Jack also saying, sorry, meant to say, gonna jump off now to have some tea. Yep, no worries, mate. No worries. You go and get some food. And like I say, mate, if you're not too busy later, maybe see you on the later stream. But if not, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. And yeah, look forward to talking to you again soon. We've got a penalty now for Manchester City. It's all starting to happen now, isn't it, as we come towards the end of the game. 73 minutes gone, and City were creating an opportunity there on the edge of the box, and it was De Bruyne getting on the end of it, running into the box, latching onto a pass into the box, and he was completely took out by the Southampton defenders. That's a dive. That is a dive. There was contact. I'm disappointed in De Bruyne. That looks like a dive to me. He's gone over so easily, so cheaply. That really is poor. I want to see that replay again. I didn't think De Bruyne was that kind of player. I really didn't. I thought he had a bit more respect for himself and the game he loves. He went over so cheaply there. Yes, he did get a nudge off the Southampton player, but it looked like De Bruyne was looking for it, which is really disappointing to see that from such an experienced player as De Bruyne. But yeah, thanks for that, Jack. Like I say, mate, take care and hopefully see you again soon. Stevie Allen saying, bye, Jack. Nice one, Stevie. As Manchester City slammed that penalty away. And now it's Southampton 1, Manchester City 4. 74 minutes gone, guys, as we approach. It's actually coming close to 75 minutes gone, to only 15 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. Minnie is with us. Haaland clapping. Minnie, have your ears been burning, mate? Have your ears been burning? We was talking about you a few minutes ago, and how ironic that Minnie comes in, and the first word she says is Haaland. See Joey laughing, and Joey's there laughing. Oh, could we have predicted that? Could we have predicted that? But welcome to the show, Minnie. Great to have you with us again, mate. Joey's saying, here's Minnie. Here, Minnie is Gaz with the Haaland crush. Laugh out. Yeah, we do. We've found you out, Minnie. We've discovered that you've got a Haaland crush. Minnie Mo is saying, I love the Viking. We know you love the Viking. I think we've started a lovers fan club for you in the chat tonight, Minnie. We've got you some new Haaland fan members for your Haaland Love Fest. So yeah, but no worries, and good to see Minnie taking it in good humour. So thanks, good to have you with us, Minnie. Joey saying, "Go on, Southampton." Yeah, obviously Southampton managing to pull a goal back, but City dominating again with the game, with a goal at the other end with the penalty. But I want to see that replay from that foul from De Bruyne, because that did look like he went over quite easy to me. But maybe I'll catch it later on the highlights. Minimo saying 4-1. Yep, 4-1, mate. 4-1. Minimo also saying, where's Billy gone? I don't know. He was here not so long ago, but he was, I think he's jumped off. I don't know. But not sure if he's listening in the background or he's jumped off. But thanks for that, Minnie. Richpo Sports, how's it going, mate? Richpo Sports saying, good evening, Fanden. You sound on great form along with the Fanden community. Yes, mate, just trying to keep the positivity going and having a good chat and a bit of banter with you guys in the chat as well. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Richpo Sports, and welcome to the show, mate. Just to let you guys know, as well, we are doing a special watch along tonight we're going to jump onto some La Liga football to check out Real Madrid and how they are playing as they face their next game is against Chelsea in the Champions League. So we're gonna test out some La Liga football at 8 o'clock. So please do feel welcome to come and get involved in that. It will be the first non-UK football game we've done outside of club football. Anyway, we've done non-UK football in international football, but this will be the first game we've done that isn't involving a UK club. But we're doing it for a reason, guys. To one, there's no reason why we can't cover leagues outside of the UK, and two, we want to see how Real Madrid are playing in preparation for Chelsea playing them in the Champions League. So yeah, hopefully you guys will join me on that one if you're not too busy. But thank you very much, Rich Bow Sport. Great to have you with us, mate. And yes, we're just having a laugh and a giggle and enjoying a bit of friendly banter and some football chat along the way as well, mate. But great to have you with us. Joey's saying, not sure, mate. All right, yeah, where's Billy gone? I'm not sure where he's gone. He might have just jumped off. Oh, he's here. He's just commented at the bottom there. So nice one, Billy. Minimo saying, evening, Rich Bow. What's happening with Chelsea? Rich Bow is actually an Arsenal fan, mate. I'm not sure if you realised that, but thank you very much for that, Mini. Top class stuff. Really appreciate you welcoming Rich Bow Sports to the channel. Top stuff. Joey's saying, been a lot of Haaland crushes in the chat, Mini. Laugh out loud. Yes, there has. Today's been this stream has been the Haaland crush stream. So yeah. Rich Bow Sports is saying, question, how thin is the line between players winning penalties and cheating? Well, to me, as far as I'm concerned, I don't buy into this mentality of win one for the team by cheating. I don't buy into that. These are professional, top level players, but unfortunately, the amount of money involved in the game, clubs are encouraging players to go over easily to try and get any advantage that they can. So we just let you guys know we're just having a couple of substitutions for City, but yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. For me, Rich Bow, I just don't like seeing players going over easy. If it's a foul, a genuine foul, then fair enough, give the penalty. But in my opinion, players should show more professional pride than to be faking injuries, faking challenges to try and get an advantage. Because there's a reason why they're called professional footballers, because they're supposed to perform to a professional standard. If you're cheating to get an advantage, that's not professional. That is not even accidentally at all professional. So to me, there is no excuse for cheating trying to get an advantage. There is no excuse, full stop. The only time I would maybe take an exception to it is if it was like a lower league club playing against Manchester City and they haven't got a sniff of getting a result out of it, and they maybe cheat to get an advantage. You might take certain exception to that just simply because they're the golfing class between the two teams. I'm not saying I would agree with it, but I could understand it, and I wouldn't bother me too much. But when you see that this level of football with the wages that these players are being paid because they're supposed to be the top class, the creme de la menthe of the football world, and then we see them resorting to dirty tactics and cheating and falling over easy just to get an advantage. They're embarrassing themselves. Let's have it right. They're embarrassing themselves and they're shaming themselves, and they do not deserve to be called professionals if they are going to cheat to get an advantage. That is my opinion. I'm not expecting you guys to agree with me. You're entitled to your own opinion. But Richard asked the question. I'm giving my personal opinion. To me, at this level of football in the Premier League, maybe in the lower leagues, you could take exception to it. But at this level, with the amount of wages these players getting paid, with the way that they're treated like royalty, there is no excuse for it at all. That's my own personal opinion. But like I say, you guys are welcome to have your own opinion, and I might not agree with it, but I would respect your opinion even if I don't agree with it. So hopefully that answers your question from my perspective, Rich Bowl Sports. Mini Mo is saying Haaland has scored more goals than the whole Chelsea team. Oh, well, that's the crack of that. Absolute crack. Oh, Mini. Oh, Mini, you've had me in stitches a few times today now. Uh, you're going to be giving me headache with laughing too much. Oh, that's quality. I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to disrespect Chelsea, but come on, that's just a cracking bit of banter, isn't it? That's class banter. No hate in there, just simple, hardcore facts that just make class banter. Like I say, I've nothing against Chelsea. I just find that absolutely hilarious because there's no hate, no malice. It's just simple facts, and it's quality banter. So well said, Minnie, for absolutely class banter with just using simple facts to create banter that nobody can argue with. So yeah, quality. Billy's saying, "I'm here, guys." Awesome. Thanks for that, Billy. Don't get too upset, Minnie, with Minnie's comment, mate. She's just having a little bit of friendly banter there, but I'm sorry, I've got to laugh, mate. It's quality that. Simple facts sometimes create the best banter. So yeah, Billy's saying, I actually think I'm going to get off now. Going to get some dinner. No worries, Billy. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved. A pleasure, as always, to see you, mate. And keep your chin up, mate. Keep your chin up. Remember, the players might not be putting in the performance that you guys deserve, but the rest of the football fan community know that you are being let down at the minute by your players. You can't have two managers come in and no reaction to from the players. It's absolutely disgraceful. So yeah, like I say, mate, don't let it get you down too much. Like I say, just remember, it's just a game. It's just a game. So yeah, thanks for that, Billy. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the evening, mate, and appreciate you dropping in. Top stuff, mate. Mini Mo saying, Billy, Frank out. see, they're trying to get you on the wind up a bit here, Billy. But Billy saying, Franking, nice one, Billy. See, yep. He's only there till the end of the season, isn't he? So give him that chance. As I like that. But yeah, thank you, Billy. And like I say, mate, enjoy the rest of the evening. Joey saying bye, Billy, mate. Nice one, Joey. And Minnie Mo saying I loathe cheating. Karma is always watching. Well said, Minnie. I totally agree. Yeah, totally agree. It's Southampton now just trying to stop Manchester City getting any more goal opportunities on goals, but they're having to literally park the bus a bit at the moment. But yeah, but I have to agree with you, Minute. I totally agree. I am not a big fan of cheating at all. Like I say, lower leagues, I accept it because they're semi-professional players, but at this level, these are supposed to be the creme de la monde of the football world. These players at the Premier League level. So if you're the best of the best, why should you need to resort to cheating? You're supposed to be. You're recruited by these clubs because you are the best of the best. So why should you be needing to resort to cheating to get an edge? It makes no sense. Absolutely, and you're disrespecting your own professionalism and the fact that the club has come and got you through being a quality player, and you resort to cheating to get an advantage. So I have to agree with what Minnie's saying there, 100%. Thanks for that, mate. And Minnie's saying, yeah, Gaz clap. Well, I had to give you a clap for that, Minnie. That was absolutely. I'm sorry to upset Billy, but that was absolutely quality banter. I love the fact that you've used simple facts to create some just class banter. Why can't more fans do that? Where they just use simple facts to create class banter. I love that. So you deserve it, Minnie. Absolutely. I love the fact that you use that to don't see a lot of fans just make up their own banter just through hate comments and stuff like that. Whereas to me, banter is where you think about the stats and the facts of each team as they progress through the season, and you use the club that you're bantering. You use their mistakes and inefficiencies to banter them. That's the best way to banter, I think. But yeah, you deserve it, Minnie. Thank you very much for that, mate. Rich Boss Sports is saying, loving the idea of covering La Liga action. Real Madrid under Ancelotti are fantastic. They show um, mega solid. They show that mega salaries don't stop players being hungry. Yeah, I'll agree with part of that. Although I'll be honest with you, Rich Paul Sports, I am. There's one club that if I don't hate football clubs, I try not to hate football clubs. But if there is a club that comes close to hating for me, it's Real Madrid. I cannot stand that club. I absolutely cannot stand it. It's a glory hunters club. I agree with you what you're saying there, though, mate. You're absolutely spot on there about Real Madrid showing that the big bucks, the big wages, don't stop players being hungry. That is spot on. You're absolutely right to say that, and that is probably the best compliment I could give Real Madrid. But actually, as a football club, no, I don't like Real Madrid. Cannot stand them. Absolutely cannot stand that club. They cheat to get an advantage. They're happy to fall over to cheat to get an advantage. They're disrespectful to the rest of the league that they compete in. The King of Spain has bailed that club out so many times financially. So while other clubs are having to justify their financial figures, Real Madrid are just cruising along, keep getting bailouts off the. I cannot stand Real Madrid. Like I said, we're covering that game. We're going to do some La Liga football to have a look at Real Madrid in preparation for Chelsea. But I believe in being honest with you guys. No, Real Madrid, nah, cannot stand them. Cannot stand them. I'm not a glory hunter. I'm a football fan, and I've no interest whatsoever in just following the crowd and supporting a club just because they win everything. Because if they didn't have the bailouts from the Spanish royal family, the financial bailouts they have, then do you really think that Real Madrid would have the success that they've had in Europe over the last 10, 15, 20 years? Not a chance. They would have been bankrupt and broke a long time ago and probably playing in League Two in Spain. But unfortunately, like I say, they keep getting bailouts off the Spanish government because the royal family in Spain support Real Madrid. I believe in saying it as it is, being honest, and that is absolutely no, cannot stand them. So sorry to disappoint you, Rich Bo Sports. I agree with part of your comment. You are right. They do show that the mega salaries don't stop players being hungry. I totally agree with you there. But as for the club itself, nah, can't stand it. Joey's saying you love getting the gas clap, don't you, Minnie? Laugh out loud. Yeah, well, like I say, guys, if you guys give quality comments, I will always applaud when you guys give class comments. So, yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Minnie saying, I'm up for Madrid too, guys. Nice one. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that, Minnie. Minnie Mo saying, Joey, Liverpool better it win tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game tomorrow, in it, with Liverpool taking on Arsenal. Rich Pro Sports saying, "Come on, Arsenal! Respect to Man City, a quality team, fan den community. If Harry Kane did a Maradona type hand of God to lift Euro 2024, would you accept it?" Well, we'd have to accept it, wouldn't we? But I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. I would be outspoken and admit that he cheated. I would say we don't deserve it. I wouldn't want to live. I wouldn't want to win a competition by cheating, mate. I wouldn't. Seriously, I absolutely wouldn't. Look at my club. They just won. All right, it's classed as the poorest competition to win in the English Football League, but they won it in style. They won it in style. We won it by absolutely destroying Plymouth in the final. Nobody can argue that Bolton didn't deserve to win that final. No cheating involved, just a clean demolition of Plymouth Argyle, and they win the trophy. That to me is how you win games. You win by honour and respect. It's kind of like maybe it's just me, the era I grew up. I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up in the time when you're watching films like, Rambo and Rocky and Jean-Claude Van Damme films where it's all about fighting and honor and respect and things like that. Them's the values that I hold dear to me about being honourable and respectful. Unfortunately, the younger generation these days don't value them principles. So I feel like an old man before my time. Joey is saying, yeah, they better, but being realistic, think at the mo, the way we play, best hope for a draw. You could be right, mate. You could be right, but like I say, Arsenal. I don't know. Ask Rich Paul. Rich Paul, would you say Anfield is Arsenal's bogey stadium? You guys have struggled to get results there. I know that the Reebok is your bogey stadium as well. I had to get that one in. Gas clap for gas. Because Arsenal absolutely hated coming to Bolton Stadium. So Arsenal's bogey team is definitely Bolton when we was in the Premier League anyway. So I had to drop that one in. Honest, Arsene Wenger absolutely hated coming up to Bolton. Absolutely detested it. But yeah, would you say, Rich Bo, honest question now, would you say that Arsenal bogey stadium in the last 2 or 3 seasons has been Anfield? Let me know, Rich Bo Sport. Would love to know from you. Mini Mo is saying Maradona was half the size of Peter Shilton and beat him to the ball. He did, but he still cheated. He did, but he still cheated. No matter what size he is, to be fair. Cheating's cheating, in it, to be fair. Joey's saying, yeah, why not, Rich Bo? If good enough for Maradona, it's good enough for Kane. Well, fair enough. Yep, you're entitled to your opinion. I respect your opinion, but me personally, I wouldn't like to see England win by cheating. Not at all, especially after we've criticised Maradona so badly for it, and then we go and accept it. Nah, I'd be more humble than that and give them the trophy back and say, nope, we don't deserve it. But that's just me. Like I say, guys, I'm black and white. I really am. Like I say, there's no filter with me. I just say what I see. I'll be honest with the assessment, and I believe in winning things honourably, not by winning things and question marks. I would rather win a rival hands down, so there's no arguments, no question marks. Look at where, like I said, Bolton beating Plymouth, perfect example. Plymouth fans walked out that ground in numbers. Why? Because they knew that they couldn't argue that they'd had a bad decision, the game had got away from them, any of that rubbish. Bolton simply outplayed them. We just simply outplayed them. And so that is how you want to win games. You just want to win by being the better and outmatching. You don't want your rival coming at you going, oh, well, you got a lucky penalty, or the referee should have been wearing your club shirt, this kind of stuff. You want to win hands down, because that is when you can enjoy the banter the most, when you know that the opposition can't have something to chuck back at you to argue with. You beat them hands down, no question asked. So, yeah. Joey saying, so Joey agreeing that he'd accept. Fair enough, Joey. No worries, mate. Personally, myself, I wouldn't be very keen on it. Rich Bo saying, whoa, Gaz, I love the fire in your Madrid argument. Fair point, made. Question, has VAR taken drama and arguments out of today's game? Ooh, possibly a little bit in some ways, but then I suppose it's added another aspect of argument, because obviously, as we know, that VAR isn't reaching its full potential yet, is it? We know there's still mistakes being made with the VAR, don't we? So yeah, I would say I would say no. I think it's just brought a different aspect of drama and debate. But yeah, I think most fans are not liking the fact that they have to stay reserved, waiting for a goal decision before they can celebrate. Joey saying, laugh out loud, Gaz. I remember Wenger always moaning when he went to Bolton. Yes, there you go, Joey. I know. Nice one, Joey. Joey remembering the quality of Arsene Wenger's rants when he went to Bolton. Like that. Nice one. Quality. Yeah, Joey's remembering it. See, I'm not as ancient as I feel somebody else remembers it. So thanks for that, Joey. Minnie Mo is saying, nope, VAR has had it worse. Uh, Sorry, no, VAR has made it worse. Apologies, Minnie, I'm reading your comment wrong there. But yeah, fair enough, Minnie. Yeah, I think, yeah, you could be right. You could be right. It could have made it worse. Um, I couldn't argue with that at all. To be fair, Minute, that's a fair assessment. Although I'm not sure. Maybe Rich Boat is not. I don't know exactly what how he's meaning us to answer that question. To be fair, but Minnie Mo also saying, has anyone found Kane's penalty ball yet? Sound as Rich Paul Spain, Arsenal had some Bolton nightmares. Arteta and this Arsenal squad are cut from different cloth. Liverpool, here we come. Yeah, fair enough. At least you're honest, Rich Paul. Yeah, like I say, come on. That's the only good thing I can remember from Bolton's time in the Premier League. The fact that we managed to get our first taste of European football, and I'm always going to think fondly of remembering back to Wenger not happy coming to the Reebok. Don't get me wrong. Whenever we came to your place, you always gave us a bit of a football lesson. But whenever you came to our place, Wenger absolutely hated it. He hated the physicality that Bolton used to create, and for me as a Bolton fan, I loved it. I absolutely loved it that we upset one of the most successful managers in football. He didn't like coming to our ground. That's my little a bit of glory from my club's Premier League history. So you can forgive me, Rich Paul, for enjoying that. Minnie Mo saying Man City tonight. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm not following that one, Rich Paul. Sorry, minute. Man City tonight. I presume that's responding to City winning. So yeah, it has finished, guys. Man City have won 4-1. But thank you very much for that, Minnie. Sorry, it just threw me off a bit with that comment then. Rich Pro Sports saying, my apologies, congrats to Bolton on their trophy win. Thank you very much, Rich Pro. Yeah, I did mention it for that. I'm just mentioning it that obviously winning 4-0 in a final. That's how you want to do it. You don't want to give the rival club any way to question your victory. And I was using that as an example. So, yeah, nice one, Rich Bo. Much appreciated, mate. William Pike, welcome to the show, mate. William Pike saying, hi, guys. How's it going, William? We're almost done here. I'm going to have to jump off in a minute so I can prepare for the Real Madrid game. We are going to be watching our first La Liga game on the channel at 8 o'clock. So I need to get off in a sec. So I'm just going to read out these last couple of comments and then prepare for the stream. So hopefully you guys will join me at 8 o'clock. But welcome to the show, William Pike. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. Sorry, I am trying to wrap up the show so I can get this other stream set up. Joey's saying, cheers, guys. Going to go feed my face before Madrid game. Catch you up soon. Nice one, Joey. Top man, look forward to seeing you in the other stream. And hope you have something nice to eat. And really appreciate it, Joey. Top man, thank you. Minnie Mo saying, have you seen the disallowed Milton goal for Brighton today? VAR is making a mockery of our game. No, I haven't seen that many, but I'll try and check it out later on tonight when I finish streaming. Minimo also saying, see you in a half hour, Joey. Nice one, Minnie. Top stuff. Love to see you guys Absolutely. Really appreciate you guys making the effort with each other. Joey saying, see you soon. Nice one, Joey. And William Pike saying, feeling good, Gaz. How are you, mate? I'm good, thanks, William. Yeah, I'm good. Hopefully you're okay, mate. And great to have you with us tonight, mate. How did Preston got a win yesterday, didn't they? Got a good win yesterday, if I remember correctly. Sorry, I'm forgetting, William, because I've been watching so much football the last couple of days. But yeah, you got a fantastic win yesterday against Queen's Park Rangers. But yeah, I would. Great to see you, mate. Hope everything with you is okay, William. And I'm just going to make the last comment, guys, because I'm going to jump off. I want to get ready for this live stream for Real Madrid. Hopefully, you guys join me if you're not too busy. That would be awesome. Rich Boat Sports saying, don't tell them your name, Pike. Dad's Army Classic joke revived. Well done, Man City and Bolton. Take care, guys. Thank you very much, Rich Bow Sports. Been a pleasure having you involved, mate. And if you're not too busy, maybe catch you on the Real Madrid stream. But if not, enjoy the rest of your evening and take care of yourself, mate. Like I say, it's been a pleasure having you involved, and hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the Easter weekend, mate. William is saying we drew 0-0 with Coventry. Am I getting confused with your club? Right. Sorry, William. My apologies. I'm getting confused because I can't see your club badge there properly. Yeah, William Pike. You're a Swansea fan, aren't you? Sorry, my bad, mate. I was getting confused with you. I thought of thinking of Preston. My apologies, William Pike. I just like to say, mate, just got confused. I'm just looking now for your result yesterday. Yeah, 0-0 with Coventry. But like I say, mate, if you can't win it, don't lose it. That's the main thing. But yeah, apologies for that, William. Apologies for the confusion, mate. Just probably because I've not spoke to you for a little while. I just looked at your badge and it just reminded me. It looks with the way the YouTube logo is covering it up. The top of the badge looks similar, but bear in mind I can only see it that big, mate. I can only see the tiniest bit of it. But it just made. For some reason I thought it was Preston badge. So my apologies for the mistake there, William. But yes, Swansea. I'd have to have a look. I'm not sure how you guys doing in the league. I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look. Rich Bow Sports saying, I will like your Real Madrid La Liga stream, even though you roasted them. I'm not roasting it. I'm just believing being honest, mate. I just believe in being honest. It's nothing personal. I just like to say, just believe. I wouldn't sit here and fake interest in a club. That I'm, there's not many clubs I don't like, and I try to like as many clubs, even clubs that I'm not very keen on. I try to like, but Real Madrid, I'm sorry, it's a club I find really difficult to like because if you go and do the research, if you don't believe me, Rich Paul, go and research them on Google and find out how many times they have been bailed out by the Spanish royal family. It's absolutely disgraceful. You've got the club down the road, Barcelona, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of Barcelona or anything, but they're having a major financial crisis and getting absolutely no help from the government. But yet, as soon as Real Madrid get in a financial crisis, as quick as they're in it, they're out of it again. Don't you think that's a bit strange? You go and look at the evidence, you can find evidence that proves that Real Madrid have had cash from the taxpayer. Bear in mind, this is taxpayers' money, Spanish taxpayers' money, to bail them out when they've been in financial crisis. And that has come from the Spanish royal family. Don't believe me? Go and Google it, mate. Go and Google it. I don't think that's right. That's an unfair advantage. And it's also a political advantage. And what are FIFA's rules? No politics in football. So how is it that FIFA allowing Real Madrid to be bailed out with basically taxpayers' money? Is that not politics in football? So, yeah. Thank you very much, Richard. Sorry you don't agree with my comment, mate. And like I say, I just believe in being honest. It's nothing personal. If you guys like to enjoy Real Madrid, I have no problem with that. But I am not going to sit here and lie to you guys that I like them when I don't. I just believe in being honest. So thank you, Rich Poe. Rich Poe Sports also saying your honesty makes this show a standout show. Respect you speak. Thank you very much, Rich Boat. Absolutely awesome. Maybe I could try and catch up with you later. If you're not too busy, maybe tomorrow I might be doing the Liverpool Arsenal game. So maybe you, if you're not busy, Rich Boat, maybe you could jump on the stream with me to come and talk from an Arsenal perspective. If you're possibly interested, because I know you asked about coming on the channel a while back. So if you that interests you, let me know. But guys, that's it from me. I'm going to jump off and go get ready for this next stream. It's been an absolute pleasure having you guys all in the chat. Look after yourself. Hopefully, I'll see you on the next stream. But if not, enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. And thank you very much for all your fantastic comments and input. It's been a pleasure. Take care, and I'll speak to you guys again soon. Bye for now.